Hi, Amanda Lockaby here today to talk about Qui Tam lawsuits. A Qui Tam lawsuit is an action brought by a private citizen known as a whistleblower on behalf of the government to recover funds that have been fraudulently obtained from the government. Qui Tam is a Latin term that roughly translates to who as well. In the 13th century, it referred to English lawsuits brought by individuals who sued on behalf of the king, as well as for themselves. Any private citizen who has credible information about fraud against the government can bring a Qui Tam lawsuit. Many times the whistleblower is an employee or a former employee of the defendant who's being sued, but that is not always the case. These actions are brought in a confidential lawsuit filed in federal court under seal, so the public cannot access any information during the initial stages of the case. This ensures that the government has the opportunity to investigate the fraud before documents or evidence can be destroyed. To bring the lawsuit, the whistleblower must have evidence of false claims that were made to obtain government funds and must bring this evidence to the government at the outset of the case. This could include things like evidence of inflated billing to Medicare or Medicaid, providing substandard goods or services, or lying about eligibility for government contracts or federally subsidized loans. The key here is demonstrating intentional fraud. Mistakes or negligence are not enough. After the whistleblower begins the process of filing a Qui Tam suit, he or she cannot talk about it. Qui Tam cases are filed under seal, meaning they're confidential until the court orders otherwise. Talking about your case could jeopardize the investigation or even lead to a dismissal. It's best to keep it under wraps and let your attorney guide you through the process. It can be scary to speak up about fraud in the workplace. Fortunately, the False Claims Act has strong protections against retaliation for employee whistleblowers. If you face any backlash at your workplace, like being fired or demoted for speaking up, you may be able to sue for damages. These protections help ensure that doing the right thing doesn't come at a personal cost. Qui Tam cases can have a real-world impact. Just last year, we represented 2 whistleblowers here in Kentucky who exposed businesses that improperly billed Medicare and Medicaid for court-ordered urine drug tests in the family court system. These tests were not medically necessary and by law should not have been covered by taxpayer-funded programs. In that case, our client's efforts assisted the government in securing a nearly $1.74 million settlement to hold these companies accountable for their fraud. Qui Tam actions are a powerful way for everyday citizens to hold both large and small businesses accountable and protect taxpayer dollars. If you believe that you may have evidence of fraud against the government, give us a call. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our page. And if you want to hear more from us, give us a follow on social media.